Hi, I'm Rich Rubenstein, and I'm the author of Reasons to Kill: Why Americans Choose War, published by Bloomsbury Press, September 2010. When I started to investigate what were the arguments and the images that led American people to approve of war, sometimes to disapprove of the war, I discovered that the kinds of arguments that you might summarize under the heading realpolitik, arguments from power, arguments from it's good for the economy, we need the territory, that sort of thing, don't cut any ice in America. This is a very religious people on the whole, and the kind of arguments that were most persuasive with them were arguments based on sacred values, on what some scholars have called the civil religion of the Americans. So if you could appeal to elements of the civil religion, you might be able to get people to support wars. The problem not so much is militarism coming from the Pentagon, but a civilian leadership that's locked in old paradigms and old ways of thinking about foreign policy and about America's role in the world. I mean, I think Barack Obama doesn't really think he's an imperialist, and thinks that he's done some good things in foreign policy. He's agreed to talk to enemies, for example. It's always a good idea. But when push comes to shove, he really doesn't see that there's another way to do it other than to keep America number one, American hegemony around the world, American military domination. And we don't get what we want, then we're going to force you to do what we want, that sort of thing. We're still not, we're maybe on the cusp, on the edge of starting to accept better ways of thinking about foreign policy than this, but we're not quite there. I mean, there's a whole new model for conflict resolution which is spreading rapidly all over the world. The UN is now trying to employ it, lots of nations are trying to employ it, which is based on problem solving, not bargaining, in which the parties are brought together with a good facilitator and they actually analyze what the conflict's all about. What these conflicts are mostly all about is breakdowns of systems that need to be reconstructed, and because they're broken down are not satisfying people's basic human needs. If you have a conflict, if you have a situation in which the system's broken down and people's basic needs aren't being satisfied, you can't negotiate it. It's where people try to figure out what really has gone wrong here and how can we fix it. And what kind of help maybe do we need from the outside to fix it? That's conflict resolution, and I think if there's not conflict resolution, war is never a last resort unless you've tried conflict resolution. We have not tried conflict resolution in Afghanistan.